Hello and welcome back, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in EU4 as Mr. Ragusa. We're drilling, we're making money. We're waiting for the Ottomans to, I don't know, overextend themselves somewhere so we can start trying to betray them. They strongly desire all of our land, so this could be a problem. Take Diplotech. Don't want to take that yet. Too large of a penalty. Arumba looks more like an uncle than a dad. Oh. I'll make sure to tell my kids for you. They will be surprised. Any barracks? Obviously we want a barracks and boot camp. It might not be the best location yet, but it will become one. Get those two built. We are over the naval force limit. Costing 1.6 ducats a month. A missionary. We are sending officers to Transylvania at the moment. Because he's a march. Generally, I like to just turn that on and forget about it, because it's a relatively minor expense, and it makes the subject a lot better. Let's just keep those on. 16 ducats a month net's not great. We're only making like, what? What is that as a ratio? 15.77 divided by 55.02. 28% of our gross income as net. It's not enough. I want like 30 to 40%. And actually, as a Merchant Republic, I think we should shoot for even more. We should probably be making like 50% net. I look 24 years old. That's nice, I guess. The Dorado, build a shipyard. Gain 2 mercantilism or lose our trader. Our trader is a half price level 3. So 200 Diplo points effectively. 5 Republican tradition, if we were to buy it, is it's 1 2/3 of this click. So it's technically, if you value your monarch points completely equally, this is technically a net gain. And I don't want to lose the half-price trader anyway, so I will actually take this. What's the plan on weakening the Ottomans? I don't have a specific plan right this moment, so I'm not going to try to like outline it, but when I see a way to do it, I will be the first to tell you. Okay. Do we want to get another claim on Poland? I mean, I'm spying on him. I guess this is part of a node we care about. Take a claim on Bender. Alright, I mean, like, for example, something we could do is, if the Ottomans are at war with somebody other than the Mamluks, say Hejaz and Hadramaut, those are very, very small and weak, but we could use them as people to rent Karategari to and then harass the Ottomans up here, try to destroy some of their prosperity, say in like Kosovo, where he's developed it wrong and has prosperity. We could make his prosperity go away, he'd make a little bit less money. It's kind of beneficial. So, let's see. I think we're allowed to rent out like another 10 troops. Have there been any opportunities to nibble on Venice yet? Not really. Venice has been annoying this game. We haven't had a single offensive war where I've tried to take land from them. We had a war against somebody else that I think it was like, the Ottomans called us in against the Knights, so we fought Venice, but we haven't had an opportunity to take any clay from him. I do think that we're in an economic position where we should go to like 2 or 4 cavalry. We're manpower low, income high, and we're fighting against a lot of people who have small force limits, so it is reasonable to build some cav. That Vidin province is looking juicy. Vidin. Where is Vidin? Actually don't have any claims on the Ottomans. Might want to spy on him as well. Trying to get some conversions in so that we can get this age bonus active. Kev is bad. Kev is bad, but there are certain circumstances where it does make some sense. Rector Giacomo Pozzo. I like this guy's trait a lot. It stacks really, really well with what we have. The nephew's not great. Yeah, let's just re-elect. At Diplo points, okay. Vassal Swarm Ragusa. I can't imagine playing a Republic without going with like Vassal Swarm approach. Just because you're only allowed to have 20 state provinces, so and shouldn't you pretty much always plan on having a lot of subjects? Makes a lot of sense to me. Mamluks are no longer a valid rival. Opportunity strikes. Alright. Where are you? Sir who was in chat, who was just asking what's my plan for weakening the Ottomans? Now that he's no longer a valid rival, we will rent our largest possible, best, most well-composed stack to the Mamluks and go basically get involved in this war. We do actually still have a very, very narrow window where we could... no, the claim did just expire, didn't it? Already. I didn't think I saw an alert about it. Yeah, humiliate rival already expired. We could justify trade conflict on him. I mean, just because we want to help him against the Ottomans doesn't mean that we don't want to attack him as well. We'd rival the Ottomans. I'm gonna leave that relationship, that slot free for a sec. Wow, it's a lot of war reps. Thanks, Poland. International guild contacts. The guilds gain influence, or we lose a diplomat for a while. Well, that's just what happens then. Guilds are getting a little too influential right now. Let's do that. Bavaria cedes Landshut and Regensburg to Nuremberg. Aww. Poor Salzburg. Nuremberg, the free city, came in and took 2 provinces, including the one that he declared for. Oh, how sad for him. Nuremberg refused the demand for unlawful territory of Landshut. Just says, no. Mine, I'm going to expand now, you can't stop me. My rector, those underhanded rogues in Lithuania, have the gall to claim same color CB as their own. Bastards. How do you lose to a free city? I don't know what happened to Bavaria, but he's obviously quite weak. Influence over Genoa expired. We need to... Here's a quick pop quiz, chat. What happens if I click this button right now? We influence them, right? Nothing? No. Nothing is not correct. Something does happen. It's the most weirdly... It's just so dumb. So, one would assume that if you click this button, you will influence this nation. Because that's literally what it says. But because we don't have any diplomats free, it won't actually influence them. But the thing that it does is it locks your ability to interact with them for a month, even though you didn't interact with them. Cool, huh? So the answer is not nothing. It does do something. It blocks you from interacting with your subject for a month for no reason. Paradox, please. The pop-up goes away. This is true. Yep, that does happen as well. Okay, conductor contract is in 5 months. Hopefully by the time the contract's over, we'll have a nice, really strong, well-composed army. We're on equal tech to the Ottomans, so I think our army should be relatively safe. I hope that the Mamluks don't want to peace out yet. It was a claymore, I assume. Conquest of Tadmor? Oh. Hello, how are you, Arumba? I am Sparta, I'm doing well. How are you? Cheers, man. That's a lot of highlights. How many of highlights did you have to spend? I actually don't even know how highlights are, how much they cost. How many channel points did you have to spend there? Did every nation that is in an end node create colonies, even if it's small, like Brittany. First off, Brittany's not in an end node. Second off, no. You shouldn't just go, like, colonial. Don't go colonial just because you're in an end node. Go colonial if you want to colonize. That's usually the determining factors. Do you want to colonize or not? If yes, 3,000? How long did it take you to earn 3,000 channel points, also known as ducats? Switch over to this. Also, improve relations better. A few other places. 5 minutes? Oh, that's pretty easy. I don't think that's correct, but... Okay, 1 month. So our contract can be revoked in April 29th. I want to focus almost all of our efforts on the Ottomans right now, so... Definitely going to cancel the contract with Salzburg. And go from there. Trade efficiency or 5 prestige? It's 10-year modifier. 10 years of 10% trade efficiency? Of course. Okay, hopefully the Mamluks still have positive income, so we can actually rent out directly without... Damn, not possible due to them already having loans. Running a deficit while having loans. Curse you, Mamluks. Why do you have to be so weak? They make 20 ducats a month gross. Or 53. They only have 2 loans, game. Come on. Ugh, I am a great power, but they're a great power, so I can't take on foreign debt. Right? They're a great power, aren't they? They are not. If we got 400 ducats, we could take on their debt. That's probably dumb, right? We should just rent to somebody else. Oh, never mind. You cannot rent out condottieri to a nation that is at war with the nation that I have a truce with. I completely forgot that it's a two-way truce right now. That 5-year truce from when the alliance broke is going to block us. So... Derp. I just derped. Pretty bad. Oopsies. Brunswick. Wants condottieri. I mean... We'll continue to make money from these guys if we can then, since, you know... I highly doubt this guy can afford this army. 16.9 ducats, that's illegal. We could rent out on the Ottoman side. Now, okay, if the Mamluks are so poor that they can't hire my troops, now I'm kind of tempted to go kill them. So let's do a trade conflict war against these guys. I'm gonna send a merchant here. Let's grab the weakest performing one, the Vienna guy. And we need to have 10% control of Alexandria in order to be able to justify a trade conflict. We'll just send our fleet to protect here for a month. And we'll start spying on the Mamluks. Hey man, I can pivot. I can pivot like crazy on a dime. What, you don't want my troops? Fine, I'm gonna attack you. Like, I was gonna help you. Now I'm gonna murder you. It's your fault though, not mine. I didn't cause this. Gain trade conflict directly. We might not even need to do the justified trade conflict, looks like. Yeah, let's just attack him. Hadramut won't defend him. It's fine. So, blockade ports, sure. And we'll use the mission, because this mission is actually kind of okay. Blockade enemy ports mission in the Mediterranean. They will spread out and then come back together when the war's over. It's kind of convenient. I don't think we're going to get military access. We don't need it, though. Because we've got blockaded ports. Let's just stay home and drill, honestly. I don't think we even need to occupy him. If we get military access, we'll march down there. Why are we collecting everywhere? Because our end node, our primary node sucks. And if you're going to collect in any node other than your capital node, you should collect almost everywhere. I think it was the... Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, please. Was it the Russia Arumba's assay, or was it the Golden Horde assay? Where I went through the math on collection, and I kept saying over and over again, collect in 2, collect in 10. Go watch that, whatever that one was. That'll explain. So yeah, this mission, they start off by going over to the edge, establish a blockade. They apparently can't do math and failed to blockade it fully, but whatever. Yeah, they came back and fixed it. Blockading enemy ports to the Mediterranean. Where are you going? There are no... What? What? There... Okay. Maybe the mission's not so great for these ships. I mean, there's no enemy port over here. What are you doing, ships? Being all silly like. I don't like it. Stop that. Apparently we don't have naval range for that sea tile, so we'll just go to this one back. Go back to privateering with most of them. I just want to have enough so that we can get the ticking war score. And that fleet is actually kind of big, and it has a couple heavies and galleys. Hopefully the Ottomans will assist us. Cairo just fell. He's already on medium enthusiasm because of the huge number of people that are at war with him. On occasion, I think I will check to see if we end up with access. We do have access through Akyunlu and that route. Eventually, we will win this war if the Ottomans kill his navy. So we don't need to exert any real pressure here, because the only goal for the peace deal is just money and war reps. And it costs less than normal because of the trade conflict casus belli. I forget exactly how much less, but it is less. Claim on Kosovo. That's right. It does not make sense to go there. It would speed up the war, and then conversely speed up the truce. But, yeah, where is it? In here. Blockade ports. See, with this CB, it's actually 100% cost for stuff. So I guess we probably should have taken the time to justify a trade conflict, because that has reduced costs. Whatever. We're gonna take war ups and money. That's the goal. Just need to get him to be willing to agree. Is this where we take Jerusalem? We can't take land with this casus belli. So... no. Not. Alright. I get all 4 of my cav? I don't think I did. I'm at 3. Get one more. One more cav, and then spend all of our money hiring out our troops. And let's also consider building more docks, shipyards, barracks. These aren't great barracks, but we'll build them anyway. My navy is gonna die when that fleet gets knocked out of Alexandria. I think we should temporarily avoid the blockade. Just blockade other stuff. You only have to have, like, I think just one more port than them blockaded in order to get the ticking war score, so we should be okay just blockading Sirte. We'll just blockade Benghazi and hope that the Ottomans do kill that navy. Okay. I also have these galleys over here that I'm never going to use. I think I'm just going to get rid of them. Galleys are dumb. What was the war goal? We used justified trade conflict because I Put a merchant here. And actually, now that that war has been declared, do we still want this merchant here? No, definitely not. Merchant should go back to Vienna. Bum, 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 bum. Salzburg has declined. Everyone's declining to return provinces. The Emperor's... He's got no clout. No one cares about him. Austria's immediately turned around and declared imperial liberation on Nuremberg. Going after that free city like it's going out of style. Alright. We have 1 year until the ahead of time penalty goes away. We're going to hit the point cap before that. I don't think we have good places to do development. Sirmia. Where's Sirmia again? Oh, that's that inland province that I don't really think we want to keep long term. It is pretty inexpensive though. We have the icon of Christ still. So, do we actually develop grain with production? I've done worse. Grain's... What is the worst trade good in the game? It might be grain. I think it's livestock, actually. Cows. Cows are livestock. One of the... Yeah. Cows are livestock, aren't they? Livestock are the ones that give, plus supply limit, right? Yeah, they are garbage. Fish can go pretty low, too, yeah. Grain's not bad because it gives land force limit, so I like grain provinces, but... Buzau is not super bad to develop. Boot Camp, Nis, Kaffa, Theodoro. What's the cheapest coastal province? 74, 53, 53, 50, 51. It's like Theodoro at 44, the wine. I kind of want to develop coastline. We do have prosperity here. Let's develop the coastline a little bit. We're developing Gothic culture, which feels weird, but that's okay. We'll go to 20 total development in the province. That's enough for now. How about culture conversion? Especially as a merchant republic, I don't think it's worth it. Usually culture conversion is not worth the effort. It's more of a multiplayer thing, I think, to avoid coring. Like, to avoid people having cores on your lands. You can kick their cores out. But merchant republics have Republican cultural sufferance, which reduces the penalties for not accepted cultures, so you just don't even really need to do it. This war is going to take a lot longer than I really want it to. Suffering attrition. Kamiki alive, you don't have enough maneuver, sir. Let's have Death King Jim drill half the army then. Okay, I like our composition. We've got the 4 cav, we got that like sweet spot of cav, sweet spot of artillery for a single theater of war, sieges and all that. And now we just need to build up to our land force limit. We need another like 26,000 infantry. Anyway, I'm gonna take a short break here if you're watching on YouTube. Stick around if you're on Twitch. I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you soon.